Ladies and gentlemen, 50 years ago, a historic event took place. A ship sailed from this beautiful city of Kolkata. It was a ship of humility and devotion, a ship of philosophy and eternal knowledge, a ship of devotion and bhakti. It was the ship of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna!
আরেকবার দয়া করে সবাই একসঙ্গে উচ্চস্বরে দুই হাত তুলে সবাই একসঙ্গে হরে
Very grateful to be with all of you on this very special and holy day. 50 years ago, Friday the 13th of August 1965, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada boarded the cargo ship Jaladuta. An umbrella, a little suitcase, and a bag of cereal. From this boy's house, he took a taxi to the King George dockyards. Only 4 people saw him off. This most historic, monumental event. The only living person in the world who witnessed Srila Prabhupada boarding Jaladuta has so graciously agreed to be with us today. I would like to invite him to come on stage and share with us his memories. This is a very rare opportunity for all of us. Let us welcome with great enthusiasm Srila Prabhupada's own beloved youngest son, Vrindavan Chandra Day.
I would like to offer my grateful thanks and my greetings to all of the devotees present in this assembly. The honor that you have given me is really wonderful, and I feel very humbled by it. Hare Krishna.
তারপরে আমি ওনার কাছে পৌঁছলাম প্রায় 6টা নাগাদ। তা উনি রেডি হয়েই ছিলেন, প্রায় কিছু কিছু প্যাকেজ করার বাকি ছিল।
I arrived at his place around 6 in the morning. He was already ready and he had packed and everything.
এবং তারপরে আমরা ওই 6:30 6:40 নাগাদ একটা ট্যাক্সি ধরে জোড়াসাঁকো থেকে খিদিরপুর ডকের উদ্দেশ্যে রওনা হলাম।
Then we started around 6:30, 6:40 in the morning. We started for Khidirpur dock. We got a taxi and we started.
তারপরে জাহাজে গেলাম এবং জাহাজে যে কেবিনটা আমাকে অ্যালট করা হয়েছিল অ্যারেঞ্জ করে, সুন্দর কেবিন দিয়েছিলেন, ওয়েল ফার্নিশড, ওয়েল ইকুইপড, এবং সুন্দর লাগছিল আমার যে ঠিক ক্যাপ্টেনের ঘরের পাশেই ওনার কেবিনটা ছিল।
I went on the ship. We both went on the ship, and it was a nicely well furnished cabin that was allotted for my father, and it was right next to the captain's cabin.
তারপরে ওনার সাথে প্রায় সোয়া ঘন্টা মতন কেবিনে বসেই কথা হচ্ছিল, কিছু কিছু ফ্যামিলি ব্যাপারে, কিছু ওনার ইনস্ট্রাকশন ছিল ফ্যামিলির ব্যাপারে, অন্য কোনো ব্যাপারে। এছাড়া
Then I spoke to him for about an hour, about a quarter of an hour, and he had given me some instructions regarding our family matters.
এরপরে ওনার ওয়ার্নিং বেল হলো, তখন আমাদের নেমে আসতে হবে সবাইকে। তা উনি আমায় বললেন, অল মাই উইশেস টু ইউ, অল মাই গুড উইশেস টু ইউ, অল মাই ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার্স। তবে আমার নগদ অর্থ তো এখন নেই বাবা, তোমাকে তো কিছু দিতে পারছি না, তবে আমার কাছে 40 টাকা আছে, এটা তুমি রাখো, কারণ ইন্ডিয়ান ওশেন পেরোবার পরে এই 40 টাকার কোনো ভ্যালু থাকবে না কারেন্সি হিসেবে। তাহলে যে ঠিক আছে, এইটাই তোমার আমার বড় গিফট, এটাই বড় আমার, তুমি আশীর্বাদ করো যাতে আমি দাঁড়াতে পারি, তোমার ইনস্ট্রাকশন, তোমার আদেশ পালন করতে পারি। তারপরেও আমেরিকায় পৌঁছলেন শুনেছিলাম।
Then the warning bell came for the ship to start. So then my father said, my son, I don't have much with me to give you, but here I have 40 rupees with me, and after I cross the Indian Ocean, this money will not be of use to me. So here, you keep this 40 rupees with you. So he gave me that money, and then he said, I offer my sincere good wishes for all of you, my family members. I hope you will all be well, and that you please pray that I have a safe journey.
সবচাইতে বড় কথা, যখন ফিরে আসবো আমার চোখ জলে ভরে গেছিলো, কারণ ছোটোবেলা থেকে আমি বাবার খুব ক্লোজ অ্যাসোসিয়েটেড ছিলাম।
As I was returning, my eyes filled with tears, as I was extremely dear to my father right from my childhood.
এরপরে আমি আমার সাষ্টাঙ্গ দণ্ডবত প্রণাম সেরে আস্তে আস্তে জাহাজের সিঁড়ি দিয়ে নেমে এলাম, এসে ডকে দাঁড়িয়েছিলাম।
Then I paid my prostrated obeisances to my father, and then I came off the ship and I was standing on the dock.
এবং তারপরে ওনার বোস্টনে যখন পৌঁছলেন, আমায় চিঠি লিখেছিলেন, ওনার মাঝে দুবার সম্ভবত ডাজে স্ট্রোক হয়েছিল, মাইল্ড স্ট্রোক। তা উনি বোস্টনে পৌঁছে আমাকে একটা চিঠিতে একটা ওষুধের কথা লিখেছিলেন, সাধনা ঔষধালয়ে ঢাকার। তা আমি ওষুধটা কিনে, তো বললো তুমি এখনই ওষুধটা কিনে চিঠি পাওয়ার মাত্রই এটা এয়ারমেলে পাঠিয়ে দিও। আমি ওষুধটা কলেজ স্ট্রিট থেকে কালেক্ট করে,
he had written after he had arrived, after he had reached Boston, then he had written to me, and he had mentioned in the letter how he had 2 mild strokes during his journey, and then he had asked me for a specific medicine from Sadhana Oshadalaya. So then he said that as soon as you receive this letter, you please promptly send these medicines. So I sent the medicine by airmail to him.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Teaching Arjuna
that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. This is the first spiritual instruction by the authority to anyone, that you are not this body.
गीता भागवत शास्त्रों का सार बताना, परम सत्य श्री कृष्ण की शिक्षा दिलाना। हरि नाम संकीर्तन में उत्साह बढ़ाना, महाप्रभु चैतन्य का शिक्षण समझाना। Purusham Namaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Namaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Namaham Bhajami।
गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धभट्टाय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि। ग्रन्थगीताय ग्रन्थगेयाय ग्रन्थान्तरात्मने
Krishna Tastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine। He didn't want to be the type of sadhu who went to the West and brought back just a couple of disciples.
তিনি সেই ধরনের সাধু হতে চাননি যারা পাশ্চাত্য জগতে যাবে এবং দু একজন অনুগামীকে সাথে করে নিয়ে চলে আসবে।
He had seen that there are different sadhus called relative road.
তিনি দেখেছিলেন যে কিছু কিছু সাধু ছিল যাদেরকে বলা হতো বিলেত ফেরত।
They go to the West, come back to India, and be celebrated here as great sadhus.
তারা পাশ্চাত্য দেশে যেতেন এবং তারা ফিরে আসতেন, এসে তারা সমাজে পরিচিতি পেতেন যে তারা মহান সাধু, যেহেতু তারা বিলেত ফেরত বা তারা বিদেশে গেছেন সেই জন্য।
Prabhupada wanted to establish a culture of Bhakti Yoga in the Western world.
শিল প্রভুপাদ ভক্তিযোগের সংস্কৃতি এবং বৈষ্ণব জগৎ সৃষ্টি করতে চেয়েছিলেন।
An astrologer had predicted that he would establish 108 temples.
কোন জ্যোতিষীতে তিনি ভবিষ্যৎবাণী করেছিলেন যে শিল প্রভুপাদ 108টি মন্দির স্থাপন করবেন।
And he did that during his lifetime.
Our special guests are all being gifted the new book, which illustrates many of the holy places in Kolkata, like Prabhupada's birthplace, Prabhupada's school, Prabhupada's college, where Srila Prabhupada first met Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now, this is the first of a two-book production. The second book that is currently being worked on by the Dham Sevak Department, Kolkata Dham Sevak Department, will narrate some of the extraordinary leelas that Srila Prabhupada performed in Calcutta, and we're looking forward to that publication.
We are requesting to unwrap them, please. একটা জোরে হরিধ্বনি, মায়েরা উলুধ্বনি। Soma, can you show some pictures?
The book is entitled The Hidden Treasures of Kolkata, and from tomorrow onwards, the book will be available for purchase from the ISKCON Kolkata temple.
আর একটা বই আছে, there is another book we are going to give to all the dignitaries, সেটাও এখন রিলিজ করছেন। We request all the dignitaries to, can you show it, Guru Maharaj and all of them, can you show this book to everyone?
So in this way we can see that Srila Prabhupada's followers in
Haribol!
Kolkata are fulfilling his desire to spread Krishna consciousness in a very grand way in his birthplace of Kolkata.
এবং আমরা ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন করব পতিত পাবন প্রভুকে যে খুব সুন্দরভাবে এটা রিলিজ করেছেন।
So we're celebrating ISKCON's 50th anniversary, a milestone event in the life of any person or any organization. But actually, Srila Prabhupada, he is preparing for the 100th anniversary of ISKCON by the building of this glorious temple that you see behind me, the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. And this Temple of the Vedic Planetarium, it will firmly establish Krishna's incarnation of this age throughout the whole world. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Krishne Namaha Hari Haraya Namo Krishna Jadavaya Namaha পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগর আদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হইবে মোর নাম জয়
Now, to talk about individually about the two records. First one, the most nationalities in a yoga lesson. A yoga lesson is defined as a class where a qualified yoga instructor explains and shows yoga poses, sequences, and breathing techniques. The instructor had to teach at least 3 different yoga poses. Appropriate yoga attire clothing had to be worn. They had to have a yoga mat, and they had to complete a lesson of at least 30 minutes. So in that sense, for the most nationalities in yoga lessons, the guidelines were met. Now, the record at the moment stands at 84 different nationalities, organized by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, in India. And not so long ago, that was sent on the 21st of June this year. So, the current record being 84, having counted all the nationalities and having discounted a couple, I can say that with a total of 106, Ishkan, you have set a new Guinness World Record for most nationalities in a yoga lesson. Congratulations. Can you take it out? Is that the one? Yeah. Okay, and now on to the second record, which was the most nationalities in a choir. Now, we've gone through the rules about passports and nationalities and representing their nations. The work had to be properly rehearsed beforehand. All members of the choir had to participate. And it was a properly scored work. On that sense, myself and the witness felt, yes, the guidelines were met. Now, this is a brand new record. It has not been done before. And for any brand new record, we just don't go ahead and say, okay, turn up with 10 different nationalities, and if you complete the guidelines, you can have it. We had set a minimum to 50. So with reminding you that the minimum being set at 50, I can say that with a total of 105, Ishkan, you have set a new Guinness World Record for the most nationalities in a choir. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, just one final word from me. From Guinness World Records, you are all officially amazing. Thank you.
Is there anyone more worthy of praise than you, Gurudev? Anyone but you. I should be more grateful to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. At your Guru's request, you came to the West, leaving Vrindavan behind, who has been so kind. Is there anyone more worthy of praise than you, Gurudev? Anyone but you, I should be more grateful to. I can never repay my debt in any way. Still, I hope that what I do is somehow pleasing to you. Srila Prabhupada ke
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Radha Madhava
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Gopi Jana
Vallabha
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adigaur Bhakta Vrinda
this particular phase, which is known as Kali Yuga, is the most degraded. This is the age when adharma becomes perfectly established. As Krishna said, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharataha abhutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrijamaham. When there is a decline of religious principles and irreligiosity, adharma, prevails, then in order to establish dharma, I descend myself. Therefore, in this age, to re-establish dharma, Sri Krishna came as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift is so wonderful that it not only takes one back to the spiritual sky, but takes him to the topmost region of the spiritual sky, which is known as Golok Vrindavan. In order to pave the way for the people of this age of Kali back to Golok Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and inaugurated this Sankirtan Yajna. This Sankirtan Yajna, this process of Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, not only takes one back to the spiritual sky, but gives him the opportunity to become involved in Radha Krishna's most intimate pastimes in Vrindavan.
Lord Chaitanya has said that he would preach all over India.
Lord Chaitanya would preach all over India.
But he would send someone else, a devotee, to spread the message around the world.
But he would send someone else, a devotee, to spread the message around the world.
This is written in the Puranas, in the books about Lord Chaitanya.
This is written in the Puranas and in the books about Lord Chaitanya.
In the Chaitanya Mangal, particularly it says,
in the Chaitanya Mangal, particularly it says
that Narada Muni went to the spiritual world.
That Narada Muni went to the spiritual world
and expressed his concern at how would the people in the materialistic yuga or Kali Yuga get delivered.
And expressed his concern how the people of this materialistic yuga, Kali Yuga, get delivered.
So Lord Chaitanya said, I will incarnate, I will appear in the Kali Yuga and spread the chanting of the holy names.
Lord Chaitanya said, I will appear, I will incarnate in Kali Yuga and spread the chanting of the holy names.
I'll reach all over India.
I will reach all over India.
And I will send my Senapati Bhakta.
And I will send my Senapati Bhakta.
500 years later.
500 years later.
To preach all over the world.
To preach all over the world.
So, as His Holiness Bhakti Charu mentioned.
So, as His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj mentioned,
it is not an accident that Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he went to the West.
So, it is not an accident that Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada went to the West.
500 years after the appearance of Lord Chaitanya.
500 years after the appearance of Lord Chaitanya.
To fulfill the prediction.
To fulfill the prediction.
Prithvite ache yata nagaradigram.
Prithvite ache yata nagaradigram.
Sarvatra pracharite hoibe moranam.
Sarvatra prachara hoibe moranam.
It shows how one Indian can go with a mission and change the whole history of the world. One Indian can go.
It shows what one Indian can go and change the whole history of the whole world.
Prabhupada, when he was meeting with the Americans,
Prabhupada, when he was meeting with the Americans,
he told them, "You are not American."
Prabhupada told them, "You are not American.
You are not Russian.
You are not Russian.
Or Chinese.
Or Chinese.
And I am not Indian.
And I am not Indian.
Because we are not the body.
Because we are not the body.
We are the spirit soul.
We are the spirit soul.
We are the eternal part of Krishna.
We are the eternal part of Krishna."
One time in 1974 in Nellore, India, Srila Prabhupada was on a morning walk, and as he was walking, one disciple inquired from him, "Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he could have spread Krishna consciousness throughout the Western world. Why did he not do it himself?" And Srila Prabhupada replied,
"He left the credit for me. He loves his devotee more than himself."
He left the credit for me. And yes, Srila Prabhupada has received that credit for spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world.
Prabhupada
I am happy to learn that International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, is celebrating Golden Jubilee of voyage of its founder, Acharya Srila Prabhupada to America and foundation of ISKCON in Kolkata on August 13, 2015. I extend my best wishes to the organizers and devotees. Narendra Modi, New Delhi, July 14, 2015. Now the message reads, I am happy to learn that International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, is organizing a yoga event in Kolkata on August 13, 2015. The concept of yoga can be interpreted in infinite ways. If we start following even a single interpretation of yoga in letter and spirit, it can transform one's personality individually and the society as a whole. Owing to this inherent quality, the philosophy of yoga has become more relevant than even before. I convey my best wishes to the organizers and participants and hope this event will bring positive changes in the life of participants. Signed, Narendra Modi. I think the applause should be loud enough for him to hear. And here's Ms. Tulsi Gabbard. Ms. Tulsi Gabbard, an American Democrat and the first Hindu member of the US Congress, which is equivalent of our parliament. She chose the Bhagavad Gita to take her legislative oath. We're grateful to you, Ms. Gabbard, for reminding us of the greatness of Hinduism. I still haven't understood how can someone so beautiful be an Iraq war veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a video address by Ms. Tulsi Gabbard.
Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna. When I was invited to join all of you on this most auspicious celebration, I was immediately overcome by feelings of both humility and great joy. I'm blessed and honored to have this opportunity, and I want to thank you from the core of my heart. Although my attempts to offer praise to my beloved grandfather spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, can be likened to a child offering a small torchlight to the sun. Out of His kindness, Lord Krishna beckons me to do so for my own edification. Throughout my life, I, like so many of you, have been faced with stressful, challenging, or fearful situations. But in all these situations, I've had the great fortune of being able to find solace, inner peace, and spiritual happiness by taking shelter in the holy names of Krishna. Indeed, simply by uttering Jai Shri Krishna, my lips taste sweetness beyond compare, and my heart leaps for joy. But the fact is, if not for the compassion of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, I never would have achieved this supreme treasure of Krishna's holy names. Srila Rupa Goswami says, a person who is unable to bear another's distress is called compassionate. It was this compassion that drove Srila Prabhupada to attempt something so brave and so daring to deliver the message of Lord Chaitanya and the holy name to all of mankind. We get a glimpse of the compassion that Srila Prabhupada felt for all of us in a poem which he wrote in honor of his spiritual master, His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. He wrote, "The jivas have reshackled themselves with the heavy chains of ignorance and delusion. and as they swim about in the vast ocean of material existence, in a frenzied attempt to reach the shore of peace, they perish. This lance of misery pierces my heart as it similarly afflicted you, Srila Prabhupada, who suffered so upon seeing the suffering of the misguided humanity. Out of this compassionate desire to help us cross the ocean of material suffering, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami embarked upon a long and difficult voyage across the Indian and Atlantic Oceans. He was already advanced in age and in relatively poor health, yet his compassion drove him to commence the journey anyway. While on this journey, he suffered 2 heart attacks, all the while taking shelter in his spiritual master and Lord Krishna. Those of us who are the spiritual children and grandchildren of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada would all be lost orphans were it not for his compassion and mercy. My Gurudev, Srila Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, has said that while we will never be able to repay the debt of gratitude that we all owe Srila Prabhupada, what we can do is be pleasing to him by always taking shelter in the holy names of Krishna. By taking shelter in the names of Krishna, we too may become lovers of Krishna, whose lives are motivated by compassion and love for others. My dear friends, in this way, with the sweet names of Krishna always upon our lips and in our hearts, we will always be able to transmit the transcendental nature and glories of Srila Prabhupada's journey to the United States of America and the Western world. So on this historic and auspicious day, we should take this opportunity to beg for the blessing of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, so that we too can taste the nectar of love for Krishna and be motivated by compassion to use our lives working for the spiritual and material well-being of others. Again, I thank you all for this opportunity. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Prabhupada came in March 71 and he brought several of his disciples to our house. I was a Mayavadi, follower of a totally different school. But my parents were both Vaishnavas and they had invited him. There in the midst of all these devotees, there was one outstanding young man. And Srila Prabhupada wanted him to become an Indian citizen. My father, who was a member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, and treasurer of the Congress Party, 1971 and 77, I hail from a family of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was requested by Prabhupada, please make him an Indian citizen. My father was thunderstruck. Why would an American young man, handsome, tall young man, become an Indian citizen when hundreds of Indians wanted to become American citizens in 1971? Prabhupada made that fantastic statement. This young man is an original associate of Lord Chaitanya. He's none other than Jai Padaka Maharaj.
But friends, I must tell you, I'm here by destiny, not by design. And I'd like to share with you that little story. On the yoga day, I was also at the Rajpath. And when I was at the Rajpath, somebody from ISKCON, after doing yoga, we all dispersed. And somebody from the ISKCON, who was that? Somebody sitting here. He came and gifted me a book. And the name of the book was The Journey Home. The Journey Home. How many of you read the book? How many of you read the book, The Journey Home? How many? Very good. That's a wonderful number. Those you haven't read it, please read it. Please read it. I was gifted this book. So he just came and gave me this book after the yoga session we did. And he just went away. I saw the book. It was by our Swamiji, Radhanath Swamiji, sitting right here. It was his book. It is his book. He gave this book. I have never read a book faster than this. I could not sleep after reading this, beginning with this book. I read this book, finished it within few days, as much as I could, as fast as I could, as engrossing as it could be. And then I said, who do I thank? The man never gave me his calling card. How do I ring him up to say thank you for giving me this book? I've opened the book. There was a number on the office of Calcutta. Some number of Calcutta ISKCON. So I rang up that number. And can you believe it? It is the same person who picked up the phone. And he said, I'm the one who gave you the book.
Prabhupada.